Today we are going to try the 11th best restaurant in the world, Tresind Studio in Dubai, located at the Palm Jumeirah. Tresind Studio takes us on a culinary journey throughout India, where we can taste elevated and creative takes on the regional cuisines. When we arrived, we were treated like VIPs and we were given a menu to their handcrafted drinks. We decided to try some drinks from the Papadum bar before we started eating, and I was shocked to see how many amazing options there were. Eventually, we were sat at our table along with the other diners for the meal.
Oh, you can smell it.
What does he mean?
Water in it, the classic way. You need to pick the whole puri, all in one.
Okay.
Okay. Also, if the restaurant is located and where you're sitting right now.
One bite.
This is so big, I can't do it. That is spicy.
I love it.
Wow.
Cheers.
Cheers. One bite?
Yeah.
There's mint. It's minty, it's creamy, it's crunchy. So many textures and flavors, that's unbelievable. A little bit sour. Just a flavor explosion. I can't even describe like everything that I'm tasting because like there's so many things that I don't recognize. But it's bright, it's fresh, that one was good. That one was really good. Oh no, please take your time. This is hot, crispy, with hikama kimchi on top. This is amazing. Fermented lentil made this donut. You can barely tell that that's lentil.
It's so good.
Fermented lentil sounds so weird in concept. But the way that they like cooked it to make the outside crunchy, and the inside is almost like there's like some filling, but it's not, it's just lentil. This is so hot and it just warms up your insides. I love the kimchi.
I don't know how they get it crispy out. So
Look at this presentation.
it's interesting. The banana never quite leaves.
So there's banana in here, but there's also miso, mango chutney, and I have no idea what's like on top.
Those are balsamic pearls.
Balsamic pearls. This is gonna be a very interesting bite because there's a lot of flavors in here that like I've never thought could go together, especially the banana. So cheers. One bite.
Yeah, you got it. It has to be one bite. The scallops come through almost immediately.
The scallops are so good. The miso, also amazing. Very like East Asian flavors almost. And then the bananas around there.
Four bites. We now start exploring region-wise courses. The first region is Thar Desert, which is also known as the Great Indian Desert in the northwestern Indian subcontinent. Now, because this is a very dry and arid region, their cooking style is based on keeping in mind the scarcity of water and fresh produce. So they make use of a lot of dairy products like milk, butter, buttermilk. Some herbaceous plants that are found here are cactus, rose, hibiscus, Indian lilac. They are extremely fond of their pickles and different varieties they have using different spices and pickling methods. There is an interesting barbecue.
So this is where we start with the first region, the Thar Desert. Each region comprises of 4 dishes, with our 4 appetizers each from one of the regions.
Landscape of that particular region. So this is the Thar desert.
As she mentioned, pickles are commonly eaten in this region as well as lentils. Often, foods are chosen based on availability and necessity, those that can survive these temperature extremes in the desert.
Cactus. I was holding it and then it broke.
Oh. It's like a
That is really good curry.
sit wrap.
Presentation, stunning. Duck confit. Very excited. This one's 2 to 3 bites. Oh yeah. Outside is artichoke, super crispy. Inside is comfy duck, super juicy, super flavorful, a little bit spicy, very creamy. Flowers are like a nice floral, like nose taste first, but don't really taste like anything. So for this course, we have ice cream, and we also have a chili. So for every bite of chili, you're supposed to have 1 bite of ice cream. And these flowers on top, they're supposed to be acidic as well, just slightly. Okay. Here goes nothing. I hope this isn't too spicy. Ooh.
It works really well together.
The ice cream is more on the savory side, I will say. I think it's like ice cream curry or something, right?
There's curry in it.
Yeah, yeah. So it's yellow and it looks like an egg. The flavors in this are really intense because they said that there's something pickled in the chili. The ice cream kind of just like pushes away everything. Kind of just like relieves everything on in your mouth, on your tongue. Kind of like refreshes you for the next bite of chili. Right. So this is the start of the next region, the Deccan Plateau, and our first course from here is skewers. Inside they're coconut skewers with palm hearts, and we got like this yuzu drink that we're supposed to take with it.
So our next region is the Deccan Plateau. Rivers flow into the region to create a fertile soil that can produce coconut, sorghum, lentils, and more. Each dish in this region that we are eating here uses 1 part of the coconut. And here the first dish uses coconut meat as the inside of the skewers.
It's very fragrant. Dashi mayo on here, I think. That's what they said. Yep. This white stew is made from coconut. So to mix it together to get all the flavors in. Ooh, I like that. Look at the mini tortellini. They just did like a ceremony for like a type of eating, and so they just put like everything like kind of on top of each other, and I'm supposed to cut this like little bite into even smaller bites, eat a little bit of that, eat the papadum, and then drink the tomato soup in that order. And this white disc on top is the last part of the coconut that we're eating for this region. Mmm. So this little white part is ice cream. So it's like a little mini dessert, which is the perfect way to kind of close out this region. The pineapple is really good. So we've moved on to the next region, and now we're in the coastal regions. So we're gonna be eating a lot of spices, a lot of seafood. And this is crab baked in cinnamon bark with potato chips on top. And we got tweezers to eat this.
It's so good.
The cinnamon really comes through, but it's so subtle. It's just kind of like on the outside, and then you really taste the crab. This is such a fun way of eating. It's like chopsticks, but like small.
Yes.
And the spices are coming through as well.
Wow.
Like kind of in the back of my throat, kind of spicy. Again, so many textures. The softness and the tenderness of the crab. But then it's like, there's the potato, crispiness on top. There's also like a touch experience as well. Like you holding it, kind of playing with it. You control like kind of what combination of these things go into your mouth. It's so much fun. Ooh, the lobster is sweet. Oh my gosh. That is a good bite. And there's like the back bite, like a little spicy, so it's like kind of in my throat, but then the front is really sweet. Oh my gosh. There's so much going on here, but it's so good. Last course for this region, we got dumplings.
They're lentil.
In a soup, a lentil dumpling. And they're tiny, they're so delicate. Look at this. And these are supposed to be sweet dumplings. Oh, very interesting. Oh, I forgot about the shrimp underneath. The layer on the dumpling on the bottom is like super crispy.
Seared in clarified butter.
First course of the Northern Plains. We have lamb in a sour plum sauce. It's unripe, so that's why it's green. There's a cucumber flower on top.
In the Northern Plains, they told us that this region has many influences, mostly by land around its borders, such as Tibet, Persia, and Africa. This region is often called the food bowl, and wheat and lamb are common in dishes from here.
There's a candle at the bottom that we had to blow out, and it's like the juices and like the sauce of the lamb on the bottom. And we use with like sourdough bread, and, like dip it. Ooh, and this is what you get. Cheers. That sauce is amazing. And this bread is so good. It's so soft. It's a little sweet. It's very umami. It's got definitely the kind of like the aftertaste of like a lamb that's been just like cooked and cooked and cooked. Yeah, that's good.
That was the second.
I think I prefer that one to the actual lamb. Okay, so the last savory dish in Northern Plains is a mushroom dish that looks like noodles. Here, I'll show you guys. That is mushroom, oyster mushroom with kind of a mushroom broth, influenced from China. Wow. It's a little spicy, very, very umami, but also like super fresh. And like the greens on top pair really nicely with it. And of course the mushroom texture really comes through when you're chewing on this. Amazing. amazing. Kind of reminds me of ramen. Like it tastes a little bit like ramen seasoning. First dessert course we have.
Oh, it's pre-dessert.
Oh, pre-dessert. We have oyster, but everything is sweet. So there's lychee, which is the oyster, and then this like syrup, like rice vinegar.
Soy sauce, Lex vinegar.
But it's definitely like sweeter than that. I forgot what the sweet element was. Like I'm so bad at remembering these things. Like they tell us, then I'm like, oh, that's really interesting, and then immediately I forget. I'm so scared. Okay. Lychee is amazing. It comes out so much. I was definitely scared about the savory sauce at first. But honestly, the lychee overpowers that. And I think it's a perfect complement. It's kind of like, I think they wanted to emanate like seawater, like the ocean with this, and I think they really perfectly encapsulated that. The presentation was beautiful. We got a cookie on top of barley ice cream. And then there's like little gold flecks on the cookie, which makes it look super cool. First bite. This is the main dessert. The cookie was made out of clarified butter, refined flour, right?
Cacao as well.
Yeah.
Butterscotch floss.
Yes!
Yep.
Butterscotch floss. I love butterscotch. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Everything that we've eaten today is so unconventional, but I think because it explores, the restaurant like explores these flavors, it really allows like the diners to kind of see how like these different flavors can actually do go together and taste really, really good while they're doing it. Open my eyes. Like most of the Indian food that I eat is like curry, like chicken tikka masala, which is kind of embarrassing to say, but after coming here, like there's so many things that like I've never tried before. I think I'm just gonna go and like seek out instead of just like eating traditional curries. So good.
Yep.
Second to last, okay? Dusted with strawberry, with an apple folded into a rose on top. It's beautiful, and you're supposed to eat this like a taco. So one bite, you said? Oh, it smells so good. The strawberry is really coming out.
It's very floral.
The leaf is a very interesting touch.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words,